Knowing that idiot. Oh, whoops. Gotta fix my settings. Alright, who's ready to beat this awful PB into the ground? But not on that run. Police car on a ledge grab. Get good.
You can't escape me, Raccoon!
That was a nice piece of work back there at police headquarters, Sly. Come see me if you want to check out any of your old movies. I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things. I'm already...
Actually, in a category where all you were trying to do is watch all of the Carmelita cutscenes, you would just do paraskip, but instead of sliding all the way down, you would land on like the invisible wall and then jump back onto the raptor and trigger the cutscene that way. Skipping the vault and going through the thing. Because the cutscene is still there, even if you don't open the vault. Which is just dumb that that I'm fucking sitting here talking about tech for a meme category. Dude, why am I so bad? I don't even want to continue this. It's gonna be like that one, like 56 I had way back in the day that was like really, really good. But I kept a really bad stealthy approach. So I had like 22 seconds to save and stealthy approach. And then the most time save I had on any other split after that was like 15. And I was in like the RNG segments and all the rest of the splits were like under 5. So it was just this really insane run that had a really bad fucking stealthy approach. I think that was my first 56 anyway. That might have been a little higher up, like 57 or 58. I don't remember. That shit's been literally 2.5 years ago. Almost 3 years ago now. Yo, what up, Albie? Remember when I got my first record, chat? I might have went too far. $56 flat back in like September of 2017. Such a long grind for 55, and I got a fucking 56 flat. Yeah, it's improved by 26 minutes. Well, it's not improved by 26 minutes. It's improved by 19, but still, that's just as insane. Ah, yes, the 47-47. The first unbeatable any percent time. Before we found a bunch of crazy shit. Sirens as a whole. Oh, gotcha. Well, yeah, because 56 down to 36 would be 20 minutes. So that math actually doesn't make that much sense. It was a 104. So that'd be about the equivalent of a 57. So 57 down to 36 is 21. So it's still improved by 21 minutes without the cutscene skips. Goddamn, we've really found 21 minutes of time save in a few years. Well, I say a few years. It's been like fucking 6 years or something, and I was only here for like 3.5 of that, but the point is, it's been a long fuck time. Don't do that, Cuber, if you're still here. Don't be risky like me. Just land on the thing and kill the dog. Like, I was fine, but there's no reason to risk that. Easy trick is easy, dude. Yeah. Back with the cutscenes. This game was not a very good speedrun. I mean, it was a pretty good speedrun, but the fact that it was so reset heavy at the beginning of the game, and you had so many cutscenes to deal with every time you reset, was just so bad. Imagine resetting to the sign 5 times in a row, and instead of that being 5 minutes of your life, it was 20. Imagine getting one attempt at Periscope proxy every 4 minutes instead of every minute and 20 seconds. I don't think Neon could bear that nightmare. That nightmarish hellscape of fucking... like an alternate universe. Every single sign reset. Yep, didn't get the sign in 10 to 15 seconds. Time to watch 2 cutscenes. Or, oh, you did get the sign, but you messed up the Nakicom cutscene skip and lost 10 seconds? Well, guess it's time to reset, watch those cutscenes again. And try to get sign again.
figured out
Yeah, there's no DSJ. Which, I mean, DSJ really isn't a big trick, but... Yeah. Because I wasn't going to consider hook jump a big trick, so DSJ shouldn't be either. Wasn't hook jump around back then, though? Every single run. Blah, blah, blah. I don't have to imagine that. I ran on PS2 for like 5 or 6 months. I know the hell that was fucking blah, blah, blah. I actually had an FFZ emo made. Well, I didn't have it. I think Butterlord had it made. And I added it. Well, there's a fucking FFZ emote of Ruby's face. Spinning has been a bane of fucking Sly speedrunners for a really long time. It has just been this fucking virus has plagued us for years and years. Well, we've gotten rid of it in one category at least. That's gonna be the worst thing about going back to, like, all keys, hundo, is having to deal with fucking spinning again. At least all vaults doesn't have it. I guess actually we got rid of spinning in 2 categories, because all vaults doesn't do it either. Dude, all vaults is actually just the best category now. It's all the best parts about 100%. Well, not all of them, but it's a lot of the best parts about 100% without spinning. You don't get the cool MTS strats. And not having to get the key means like you skip some like really cool level routing that's in hundo, but it is not zigzag voodoo, it's dig that. But unfortunately, it is, in fact, zigzag. It's not, though, but it is. Pisses me off. I don't know if I should, like, be happy or mad that Kevin finally cleared that dispute up. But when the man pulls out a literal script and is like, hey, this is what it says in the script, you're kind of like, oh, you know what, fine. If I'm gonna be wrong, at least I'm being proven wrong in a very, very, like, obvious manner. There ain't no doubt about it when I'm fucking staring down a script that says, you are wrong. So let's see, so with a decent fish, we have a high 35 BPT, We probably could have saved another like 10 or so seconds in World 2, maybe 15. So we'd have like a mid 35. After this, chickens will probably have the same like high 35 at that point. Record's probably doable without Periscope right now. I do want to see what my summer best is like after I get an actually good World 4 skip though. And after I get this Ghastly Voyage strat. That'll determine whether I can actually go for record without Periscope. And if I can go for record without Periscope, I will probably just grind any percent until I get record. Or I can't do it anymore. I just can't stomach the thought of playing this category anymore. Which realistically, the category is a lot of fun now. Like, it sucks that fucking chickens and fish are still in it, but... honestly, World 4 skip is so fucking cool. First, like, real big shakeup in the game in a really long time. And it almost puts it out of there. Nice, some really good chickens too. So with a really good fish and a really good chickens, and saving 15 more seconds, I would be at what? 3550 BPT. I'd have fucking... let's see... 26 seconds to lose over the rest of the run. To beat fucking... yeah, no, that didn't happen. An actual wrong warp would be really cool. I used to always say I wanted a World 1 wrong warp to World 4, so that way you could still do all the cool levels in World 4. It would suck to have spinning still in it, but it would have still been cool to, like, you know, do Unseen Foe, Flaming Temple, Perilous, Divide the Dragon. But now that World 4 skips there, might as well just fucking go all the way to World 5. If we're gonna find a wrong warp, might as well just fucking beat the game. Fuck it. I did something really weird happen earlier in this level. I took damage with a charm and collected the, like, landed in the key, like, collecting area at the same time, and Sly and the vehicle, like, vanished. And I collected the key while I was invisible, and then returned visible. That was really weird. I wonder if that could be abused somehow. Like, if maybe that would, like, let me open the menu. I should have tried. Like, open the menu to, like, exit level and, like, skip the key or something. That'd be really hard to set up, though. It probably wouldn't be that hard to set up, but... alright, let's not put this up this time. What the hell, dude? There we go. Well, I kept missing that right one. I gotta find a visual cue for the right one. Or something. Instead of just, like, trying to wing it. But, like, missing that one for, like, 2 or 3 seconds, then taking damage is, like, 2 or 3 seconds. It's honestly not that bad. Fuck. That major time save. This is like a PB I just got. I have a minute in this split and Ms. Ruby combined. Because I'm bad at the video game. And then I have a minute and like 11 in World 4 skip. Dude, I hate that so much, man. God, like, do you guys see that? How, like, I'm jumping and then I just start going really fast? That's the shit that I'm talking about that I hate. The mechanic is so annoying. Dude, come on. Yeah, it's really obnoxious. If you jump, or if you start putting in like directional movement within, I don't know, the arbitrary number I always say is like a half a second after you do the jump, it still registers you as being on the ground, so you get your ground like running jump speed, even though you're standing still, and it throws you off in for tricks that require you to like be really quick. Yo, Ichiban, thank you so much for the host, dude. I appreciate that very much, man. Welcome, everybody, from Ichi Stream. I do good at Raccoon video game and go fast. That's me. That's all you need to know about me in a nutshell. Also, what's up, Alec? I see you've been back to the rack attack as well. Shit, I forgot to burn the charm. Oh, that's fine. A little slow, but... T-Sparkles, he was making a meme. He was saying that the best category would be a warp to World 5, but you can't do Bentley skip, so you're forced to do the hack. So you would just have to do all the fucking shitty levels in World 5. But you got to go to World 5 early. Dude, dummy saving for the win. Dude, imagine if any percent was just fucking World 5 RTA, no Bentley skip. It'd be so bad. It would be, like, do the wrong warp, sit through fucking Hazardous Path for 3 minutes, or 2.5 minutes, and sit through Burning Rubber for 1.5 minutes. Then don't do Bentley skip and do the fucking hack for 2 minutes. And then do Temporary Truce for 1 minute. And then, oh dude, Pog Sinking Peril, I get to actually play the game for 50 seconds, and then 2-minute auto-scroller boss. You'd have like 1.5 minutes of like actual gameplay where you could like legit lose time to skill. Everything else would just be boring auto-scroller. This might not work. Nah, dude, we're good. I'm too good at the game. World 5 is fucking awful for the speedrun. The only good part about World 5 is Bentley skip, Sinking Peril, and Clockwork Jump. Because those are like really pog moments. Everything else sucks. The world is like 8.5 minutes, and there's like maybe 1.5 minutes of cool shit. There we go. Ooh. What up, Leafy? Kind of a new strat? Yeah. It's been around for a while, I'm just the only person that does it. Because everybody else sucks! Yeah, thank you for the good luck, Leafy. I appreciate that very much, man. Didn't even know about it. Well, you haven't been in the community for, like, fucking 2 years. as well. That trick's about a year old. It was actually discovered right around the time that the Unseen Foe proxy was discovered. I found that looking for other spots, like 2 or 3 weeks after Unseen Foe was discovered, and then I made a consistent setup for it like 2 or 3 months later. I finally sat down and was like, I'm gonna sit here and do this until I figure it out, and finally made a really consistent setup. There should be a video of it on my YouTube channel if you want to learn it. It's a free 8 seconds. I haven't discovered too many big skips, but I've made some really consistent setups for a lot of really major things. I'd have to go through and like think properly about all the shit that I've found. Fuck. I don't have the biggest brain in the world when it comes to actually finding skips, but like once somebody has found something, I can sit there and lab that shit for hours and hours until I find a way to do it consistently. That should work. Hope it will work anyway. Hell yeah. Yeah, so in World 1, I discovered the checkpoint launch and Into the Machine. Well, I didn't discover the actual checkpoint launch itself, but I put it to use there. In High Class Heist, I discovered some really sick routing for all vaults. Cunning Disguise with the help of Zuryu. Zuryu like made the setup for it on TAS for the proxy there, and then I took it and made it RTA viable. So that was like a collaborative effort. He was like, here's how do thing, and I was like, alright, I got you. That is not what I wanted to have happen. Dude, come on, why can't I not get pandas today, man? Fuck, dude. So bad. Oh well.
Okay, partner.
Yeah, apparently we were wrong all these years, and the load trigger for Panda King's boss fight is actually there. And Sparkles kind of like flew around and managed to actually find out where it was at. And I think it wasn't even 2 hours later, Paul had an RTA version of it that required roll. And then like maybe another hour or two later, he had a rollless version.
Bingo. My scanners indicate the clockwork is holed up in that owl-shaped tower.
And then like a week later, we had pretty consistent setups for it. Hey, well, that's crazy. You like just had no shinies for so long, and now you're just getting them like wildfire. That's awesome. Let's see. So in World 2, I had a big hand, along with a lot of the community, really, in making Dog Proxy consistent. My setup that I have currently has been my setup for a while, and it has been the fastest setup in a long time, or for the whole time. And then I also made an extremely consistent setup for the Rocky Start clip that pretty much everybody uses now. And then I don't remember if it was me, Neon, or Zuryu, or all three of us that made a consistent setup for Date Skip and Duel by the Dragon. But that I had a hand in that, I think. Shit.
Looks like we're in the clear.
World 3. I don't think I found anything cool in World 3.
Tall enough for the turret to make it all the way through.
Well, no, I found that doing chickens, then Ghastly, then Descent was faster than doing Descent, Ghastly, chickens. So I found that route change. And then that was made even faster later on by Crayons, who discovered that you can dodge the attack by the guards by doing a quick jump circle to avoid getting damaged. Like the shots will just miss and they'll freeze and not be able to shoot anymore. And then it was later discovered by, I believe it was NIST, that you can just straight up jump in the air and they can't spot you while you're in the air, so you can just do that, and it's the freest thing, and nobody else fucking does it. And it angers me so much. Because it's so free. Now, people might actually do it now. I don't know. I haven't been in the community for a really long time. I mean, I've been in the community, but I haven't, like, actively watched people's stream runs in a while. Because I'm a piece of shit. Fuck. This has not been a good burning rubber. Yeah. I wish I would have had that computer to end on.
Just past them is the control room to Clockwork's Death Ray Tower. I think it's time for some Cooper thieving and sabotage.
Well, they probably can't go that fast because the turret's on the back of it or some dumb shit. There's probably some, like, lore reason or whatever. Dude, come on. That's so stupid. Well, that goes 37. I guess there's a flaw with this setup, or that I guess that is a flaw with this setup, rather. Along with getting this ledge grab. Maybe this setup really isn't that good. Oh shit, I need this flip. Oh well, what up, Tiger? That's fine. It's been a while since we've had a Bentley skip choke, so... Every once in a while, you gotta lose some time to Bentley skip. To keep yourself in check. Don't get too egotistical. I hate that low trigger doesn't spawn. You gotta be reminded that Bentley skip is indeed not free. It is, in fact, a difficult trick. Gotta keep yourself in check. Remind yourself that you are human, you know.
Slash through those gears with your cane. You've got to keep moving.
I discovered this trick as well. Trying to think. In World 3, I discovered, or I did a lot of the major routing for 100%. I made a lot of those levels suck. Really bad. Feels good, man. Yeah. So, man, we're really close to having a skip here, but it just doesn't work.
Nice shooting, Sly.
No!
Wow,
That was great.
I don't get it. You're so familiar.
Then,
You must have known my father had a son. If you ain't
trying to think
for so
if I did anything else in World 3. I don't think so.
stole the Thievius
World 4, I made the consistent setup and found the Perilous Ascent proxy. I didn't initially discover Unseen Foe proxy, but I did find the better version of it with invisibility and made that setup. Flaming Temple, I found a 30-second time save in 100%. Duel by the Dragon, I discovered the super jump strat for the Master Thief Sprint. That's used in Isles and in full game. I guess I have found a few big things. World 5, the only thing I think I found in World 5, other than Sinking Peril, is the different route to get to Bentley Skip. That's like 3 seconds and really fucking hard.
My experience is greater. You're the weakest Cooper I've yet encountered.
Lame.
Now's your only chance, Sly. You've got to get to his head and destroy it before his auto.
I am. Blue 7. You will never be rid of me.
I did it.
It took some tricky maneuvering, but I managed to snatch that last piece
I can
of
be like
Thievius Raccoonus from
somewhat
Raccoonus'
okay
claw.
with this time.
I had taken down each member of the Fiendish Five.
I won't be too
Molly,
mad about this PB. Like, alright, we'll take it.
Ms. Ruby, the Panda King, and finally Clockwork.
I just realized.
One by one, playing my
This run, when so I was basically back-to-back PBs. I reset one time in Paris, but I was basically back-to-back PBs. And I said, you guys ready to watch me crush this PB? And then I reset in Paris like an idiot, and I was like, not that run, this run, and then, nice.
I know he was scared, but he's got more heart than anyone I've ever known.
Yeah, this PB I won't be accepting of the GGs and the hype.
Without his
This
expertise,
is
I
at
never
least
found my way
okay,
off
I
that
guess.
rooftop in Paris.
Still not great, it's 2 minutes off of a fucking
God
record,
couldn't
but
ask for a better
it's not
gang of
bad.
friends.
I still can't gold World 4
Did
skip
you
or
ever
Ghastly
forget the
Voyage.
lovely Carmelita? Looks like we're not going to be friends anymore.
So we definitely have to watch the
Now
kiss
that
for this one,
Clockwork's
guys, I'm
death ray is
sorry.
out of commission, we're back to playing cops and robbers. I thought for sure she was going to slap the handcuffs on me right then and there.
It's minute
But
PB,
instead,
yeah.
she was true to her
I mean,
word
it cuts
and
out a
gave
minute of the
10
slop.
second head start.
I wish I didn't choke 30 seconds in Bentley Skip, though.
7,
40, no, 30,
6,
37.
5, 4, 3, 2. One.
I can definitely get a 36 for sure. And 37 should be like really free. I mean, I should have had 37 this run and it wasn't very good, so I can definitely get a 36. I don't necessarily know if I can go for record. I don't know if I can grind for record without doing Periscope. I might just outright not have enough possible time save without having just insane minigames. I mean, maybe. Like, realistically, 15 to fish and 15 to chickens, so 30 seconds between the two of them is pretty reasonable, and then like 10 I would say is probably like an average not good burning rubber, so that's 40 seconds. That's 35, 43, so that's 33 seconds I can lose over the rest of the run to just playing. That's 33 seconds over the rest of World 4, World 5, which realistically is only Bentley Skip. Bentley Skip's the only spot in World 5 you lose time on. That's more than 2 seconds. So I don't know. I might be able to go to record. I might be able to get record. But it is definitely a ways off, if doable. There is also some golds, though, that I can acquire that might make it a little bit easier, so who knows. Anyway. Since I know this one's going up on YouTube, hi YouTube. Even though a lot of the people on YouTube are probably watching the stream right now. Anyway, point is, doesn't matter. Hi YouTube. And yeah.